Dr. Sarah Mitchell?
Yes, I'm about to return to surgery.
You need to come with me, right now.
Officer, she's operating on a child.
I don't care, I'm the law.
Give me 20 minutes. A child's life depends on this.
You don't get to tell me to wait. Officer?
The operating room was quiet. Machines beeped softly. A team of doctors worked on a 9-year-old boy named Tommy Chen. His chest was open. His heart was exposed. Dr. Sarah Mitchell stood over him. Her hands were inside his chest. She was fixing his heart. Then the doors burst open. A police officer walked in. He did not wear scrubs. He did not wash his hands. He just walked right into a sterile room. "Dr. Mitchell, you need to come with me, now," he said. The surgeon looked up. Her hands were still inside the child. "I'm in the middle of something," she said calmly. "I don't care what you're in the middle of. Step away." "Officer, this is a child. His heart is open. I cannot just stop." The officer laughed. Okay, sure, you're a doctor, but I'm the law. Please just wait outside. 20 minutes. I will come to you." He grabbed her arm. "You don't get to tell me to wait. You're coming with me right now." Officer James Parker had no idea what he just did. In the next 47 minutes, a little boy would die. A $28.7 million lawsuit would be filed, and a police career would end in handcuffs. But this time, the cop would be the one wearing them. Before I continue, let me ask you something. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone with power? Drop your answer in the comments. But Officer Parker had no idea whose arm he just grabbed. Dr. Sarah Mitchell was 42 years old. She was the chief of pediatric heart surgery at Boston Children's Hospital. That means she was the top heart doctor for kids at one of the best hospitals in America. She went to Harvard Medical School. She graduated in the top 5% of her class. She had been a doctor for 19 years. In that time, she did over 2,400 heart surgeries on children. She wrote 47 research papers. Doctors from all over the world came to learn from her. But here is what matters most. Tommy Chen had a very rare heart problem. Only 23 surgeons in North America could do his surgery. Dr. Mitchell was one of them. She had done this exact surgery 47 times before. Her success rate was 100%. Every single child survived. Not one died on her table, until this day. Dr. Mitchell grew up poor. Her parents came from Jamaica. She was the first person in her family to go to college. She worked hard for everything she had. That morning, she arrived at 5:30 a.m. She met Tommy's parents. She promised them she would take care of their son. Now here is what happened next. Officer James Parker had a history, and that history tells you everything about what happened. Parker was 38 years old. He had been a cop in Boston for 11 years. He worked in the Roxbury area. On paper, he looked like a normal officer, but his file told a different story. Parker had 14 complaints against him. 9 of those complaints involved black people. 3 times, people said he used too much force. Each time, the police said they could not prove it. Each time, Parker kept his job. People in the neighborhood had a nickname for him. They called him Cowboy Parker. In 2019, Parker stopped a black man outside a restaurant. He held him for 3 hours. The man was locking up his own business. He owned the restaurant. No charges were filed. In 2021, Parker pulled his gun on a black teenager. The teen was holding a phone. Parker said he thought it was a weapon. The body camera showed the teen was video calling his mom. Parker got 2 weeks off. That was it. In 2023, Parker handcuffed an elderly black woman at a grocery store. He said she stole something. The receipt was in her purse. She filed a complaint. Nothing happened. Type pattern in the comments if you see what I see. This was not his first time, and it would not be his last. On that October day, Parker got a call about a hit and run. A black woman in a dark BMW. That was all he knew. He did not check the license plate. He did not get more details. He saw Dr. Mitchell's car in the hospital parking lot. Same color, close enough for him. Let me tell you about Tommy Chen. He was 9 years old. He was in 2nd grade. He loved Minecraft and dinosaurs. He had a golden retriever named Biscuit. He wanted to be a vet when he grew up. Tommy was born with a rare heart problem. It is called truncus arteriosus type II. Only 1 in 10,000 babies have it. He already had 2 surgeries when he was a baby. This 3rd surgery was supposed to be his last. After this, he could live a normal life. His parents, David and May Chen, waited 18 months for Dr. Mitchell. They flew from San Francisco to Boston just for her. She was the best. That morning, Tommy drew a picture for his mom. It showed him with a fixed heart. He was surrounded by puppies. Before he went to sleep for surgery, he said, "See you when I wake up." If stories like this matter to you, hit that subscribe button now. October 14th, 1:45 p.m., Operating Room 7, Boston Children's Hospital. The surgery started perfectly. Dr. Mitchell made the first cut at 1:45. By 2:02, Tommy's chest was open. By 2:15, he was on a bypass machine. This machine did the work of his heart while doctors fixed it. By 2:30, Dr. Mitchell was repairing his arteries. Everything was going great. Tommy was going to make it. His parents sat in the waiting room. A nurse told them the surgery was going well. They held hands and smiled. Then the doors burst open. At 2:31 p.m., Officer Parker walked into the hospital. He went to the front desk. "Where is the black woman with the BMW?" he asked. The receptionist looked confused. "Sir, I need more information than that." Parker flashed his badge. "She's a suspect. Where is she?" Hospital security got involved. The security chief was Marcus Webb. He checked the parking garage. He found Dr. Mitchell's car. "That car belongs to a surgeon," Webb said. "She's in surgery right now." "I don't care. Get her out here," Parker said. "Sir, she is operating on a child. You have to wait." "I don't wait." The hospital administrator, Dr. Helen Cho, tried to stop him. She explained everything. Dr. Mitchell had been at the hospital since 5:30 a.m. She could not have been in a hit and run 2 blocks away. "Officer, she is literally holding a child's heart in her hands right now," Dr. Cho said. Parker did not care. Then she better hurry up. At 2:38 p.m., Parker forced his way through the doors. He did not put on scrubs. He did not wash his hands. He walked right into the sterile operating room. He broke every rule. The surgical team froze. Dr. Mitchell looked up. "Who are you? You cannot be in here," she said. "Dr. Mitchell, Boston Police, you need to come with me. I am in the middle of something. Step away from the table." "Officer, this child will die if I remove my hands." "That is not my problem." Dr. Rodriguez, the other surgeon, spoke up. "Sir, you are in a sterile room. You need to leave." "Stay out of this," Parker said. The room was tense. Machines beeped. Tommy lay on the table. His heart was exposed. His life depended on what happened next. "Please," Dr. Mitchell said, "just give me 20 minutes. I will come to you." "I said you are coming with me." At 2:41 p.m., Parker reached across the surgical table. He grabbed Dr. Mitchell's left arm, her left arm, the one that was inside Tommy's chest. He pulled her hands out. Blood sprayed across Parker's uniform. Tommy's heart started to fail. Alarms went off. The team scrambled. Parker handcuffed Dr. Mitchell. Her hands were still covered in blood. He dragged her toward the door. She was screaming, "He is going to die. Let me finish, please." Parker kept walking. "You should have thought about that before you ran someone over." "I did not do anything. Check my car. It has been here all day." He did not listen. He dragged her out of the room in bloody scrubs and handcuffs. "Let me know in the comments, what would you have done?" Behind her, chaos filled the operating room. Dr. Rodriguez rushed to take over, but there was a problem, a big problem. Tommy's surgery required a special technique. Dr. Mitchell invented that technique herself. Rodriguez did not know it. He was not briefed on it. He would have to figure it out on his own. "I don't know her approach," Rodriguez said. "I'll have to try something else." The fight to save Tommy began. 2:44 p.m. Tommy's heart rhythm became unstable. 2:47 p.m., first heart attack, the team started CPR. 2:52 p.m., they got his heartbeat back, but only for a few minutes. 2:58 p.m., second heart attack. 3:09 p.m., third heart attack, they shocked his heart, it did not work. 3:21 p.m., Rodriguez tried a new approach, he was desperate. 3:34 p.m., fourth heart attack, no response. 3:47 p.m., Tommy was pronounced dead. One of the nurses was crying. Dr. Rodriguez took off his gloves, his hands were shaking. He was going to make it, the anesthesiologist said, he was going to make it. I know, Rodriguez said, I know. Meanwhile, Dr. Mitchell sat in the security office. She was still handcuffed, still in her bloody scrubs. She did not know Tommy's status. Every person who walked by, she asked the same question. Is he okay? Please tell me he is okay. At 3:52 p.m., Dr. Cho walked in. Her face said everything. Dr. Mitchell collapsed. She started screaming. In the waiting room, the parents were still smiling. They thought everything was fine. At 3:55 p.m., Dr. Rodriguez walked toward them. David and Mei Chen stood up. They expected good news. I am so sorry, Rodriguez said. There were complications, we lost him. Mei Chen screamed. She fell to her knees. David could not understand. What do you mean complications? Dr. Mitchell said everything would be fine. Dr. Mitchell was not able to finish the surgery. What? Why? Rodriguez could not answer. He broke down crying. The truth came out fast. At 4:15 p.m., security reviewed the footage. Dr. Mitchell's car had been parked since 5:22 a.m. It never moved. Her license plate started with 7. The hit-and-run car's plate started with 4. They were not even close. 20 minutes later, police found the real hit-and-run driver. It was a 58-year-old white man. He was nothing like Dr. Mitchell. Parker got the news. Tommy was dead. The license plates did not match. But she matched the description, Parker said. Security Chief Webb stared at him. The description was black woman in a BMW. That was all you had. At 4:23 p.m., Parker uncuffed Dr. Mitchell. He did not say sorry, he just walked away. But wait, there is more to this story, and the cameras caught everything. Type justice in the comments if you think Parker should pay for what he did. Within 1 hour, the hospital went into crisis mode. The CEO called an emergency meeting. All footage was saved. The legal team got to work. At the same time, Parker's boss showed up. Sergeant Rivera reviewed the footage. He watched all of it. Then he turned to Parker. You didn't run the plates? Rivera asked. I didn't think I needed to, Parker said. You pulled a surgeon out of an open-heart surgery on a child. Parker was placed on leave immediately, but that was just the beginning. By 8 p.m. that night, a hospital employee leaked the story. A reporter from the Boston Globe showed up. The headline read, "Child dies after police remove surgeon mid-surgery." The hospital released a statement. We are heartbroken. A full investigation is underway. The police released their own statement. Officer Parker is on leave while we review what happened. Dr. Mitchell refused to go home that night. She sat in the hospital chapel until 2 a.m. Then she called Tommy's parents. She wanted to apologize. She felt like she failed them. But they did not blame her. Mei Chen spoke through her tears. You tried to save him. He stopped you. This is not your fault. Those words meant everything, but they did not bring Tommy back. If you think this story needs to be told, hit subscribe right now. We need more people to see this. Multiple investigations started within days. Boston Police Internal Affairs looked into it. Massachusetts State Police did their own review. The District Attorney's Office got involved. Even the FBI opened a file on civil rights violations. The evidence was clear. 6 cameras in the operating room recorded everything. 14 medical staff gave statements. Parker's body camera had stopped working inside the operating room. How convenient. The investigators found the facts quickly. Parker had a vague description. Black woman, dark BMW, plate starting with 4. Dr. Mitchell's plate started with 7. He never checked. He never called for backup. He never asked for a photo of the suspect. He ignored 4 different people who told him she could not be the driver. 2 heart surgery experts reviewed the case. Both said the same thing. Tommy would have survived if the surgery continued. Dr. Mitchell's technique was working perfectly. Parker's actions directly caused the death. The medical examiner changed the cause of death. At first, it said Tommy died during surgery. Later, it was changed to homicide. Every piece of evidence pointed to one thing. Officer James Parker killed a 9-year-old boy through his own recklessness and arrogance. By midnight, the whole country knew. The hashtag Justice for Tommy started trending in Boston. Within hours, it spread across America. The hashtag Dr. Mitchell was trending too. People were angry. People wanted answers. By the next morning, the story had millions of views. Every news channel covered it. CNN, Fox, MSNBC, local stations everywhere. The video from the hospital spread across every platform. People left thousands of comments. This officer killed a child because he could not wait 20 minutes. Dr. Mitchell is a hero. Parker is a murderer. How many more times will this happen? Parents shared the story. Doctors shared the story. Teachers shared the story. It became one of the most shared news stories of the year. The Boston police tried to control the damage. They held a press conference. They said they were investigating, but people did not want to wait. They wanted action now. Protests started outside the police station. People held signs with Tommy's picture. They chanted his name. They demanded Parker be arrested. 1 week later, Parker tried to defend himself. He gave an interview. He said he was just doing his job. He said he followed protocol. He said the hospital should have cooperated. It backfired. People got even angrier. His interview was viewed millions of times, but not because people supported him, because they were disgusted. Share this video if you think more people need to see what happened. Drop a comment and tell me how this story makes you feel. The pressure worked. 3 weeks later, the district attorney made an announcement. Officer James Parker was arrested. The charges were serious: involuntary manslaughter, criminally negligent homicide, official misconduct, reckless endangerment, criminal trespassing for entering the sterile surgical room. The trial lasted 3 weeks. It was devastating. The jury watched the full operating room footage. Several jurors cried. They saw Parker burst through the doors. They saw him ignore every warning. They saw him grab Dr. Mitchell's arm. They saw Tommy's heart start to fail. Dr. Mitchell testified for 4 hours. She described every second. She explained what would have happened if she finished the surgery. Tommy would have lived, she was certain. Tommy's parents testified too. The courtroom was silent. May Chen held the drawing Tommy made that morning, the one with him and the puppies and the fixed heart. Expert witnesses all said the same thing: Tommy would have survived. Parker's actions killed him. Parker's defense was simple. He said he was doing his job. The jury did not believe him. The verdict came quickly: guilty on all counts. The judge's words were harsh. You valued your authority over a child's life. The sentence: 34 years in prison, no chance of parole for 25 years. Parker will be 72 years old before he can get out. But that was not all. Tommy's parents filed a lawsuit. They sued the city of Boston. They sued the police department. They sued Parker personally. They asked for $50 million. The city did not want a trial. They knew they would lose. They settled for $28.7 million. Here is how the money was split. $15 million went to Tommy's family. $8 million went to start the Tommy Chen Foundation. This foundation pays for heart research and surgeries for kids who cannot afford them. The last $5.7 million paid for new police training and policy changes. Parker faced more consequences too. He was fired from the police department. He lost his pension. He can never be a cop again, anywhere. He also owes $2.3 million in personal damages that will come out of his wages for the rest of his life. The Boston police changed their rules. Now, no officer can enter an active surgery without the hospital director's permission. They added new training on bias and verification. Every officer must double-check before making an arrest. Here is the twist nobody expected. Tommy's foundation has now funded 12 free heart surgeries for other children. Kids who would have died without help are alive today. In death, Tommy is still saving lives. 6 months after the trial, Dr. Mitchell held a press conference. She looked tired. She had taken 3 months off after the incident. She went to therapy. She struggled with guilt, but she came back to work. She said Tommy would have wanted her to keep saving kids. Her words were powerful. I have replayed that day 10,000 times. I keep thinking, what if I had just done what he said? What if I had stepped away and let someone else take over? But I know the answer. Tommy needed me, and I needed 20 more minutes. She paused. Officer Parker did not see a surgeon. He saw a black woman who was not following his orders. My degree did not matter. My experience did not matter. A child's life did not matter. All that mattered was that I was not obeying fast enough. She had a message for others. To every black professional who has been questioned, doubted, or dismissed, I see you. To every person who has had to prove they belong in spaces they earned, I am you. Then she spoke to Tommy's parents. I am so sorry I could not save him. I will carry Tommy with me forever. Dr. Mitchell went back to surgery 3 months later. Since then, she has done 89 more operations. Her success rate is back to 100%, but she says she still sees Tommy's face every time she picks up a scalpel. This story is not just about one bad cop. Black Americans are 2.5 times more likely to be hurt by police than white Americans. The phrase, matching the description, is used against black people far too often. Dr. Mitchell had every credential possible. She was at the top of her field, and none of it protected her. Tommy Chen did not die because of one officer's mistake. He died because a system made that officer believe he could do whatever he wanted. That system was wrong. So let me ask you, do we accept that matching the description is enough to interrupt surgery? Do we accept that a badge means never having to check your facts? Do we accept that a child's life is worth less than an officer's ego? Because if we stay silent, if we look away, if we say this was just one bad cop, then we are just waiting for the next Officer Parker, the next Dr. Mitchell, the next Tommy Chen. Comment below if you believe accountability matters. If you think stories like this need to be heard, hit that subscribe button. We are going to keep exposing these stories. We are going to keep demanding better. We are going to keep fighting for justice, for change, for the people who deserve it. Tommy Chen was 9 years old. He wanted to be a veterinarian. He drew a picture of himself with a fixed heart, surrounded by puppies. He never got to see that dream come true. Remember his name. Justice for Tommy. This is not just about one cop or one doctor. It is about all of us. And the system we allow to exist. See you in the next one.